true story, I have won every single Star City Open I've played without Brainstorm in my deck.
That's good.
One for one, obviously.
Caleb finally getting us started, opening up. Stonehorn Dignitary is the archetype that Caleb is playing. It's an Esper-based deck, very reminiscent in a lot of ways to a certain kind of Esper control, but throwing in the possibility of the Stonehorn Dignitary package with Venser, the only real way to abuse it.
To just lock somebody.
His opponent thinking very long and hard.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's actually going on.
And, okay.
I have no idea, like, where the priority is. Like, both people are just, like, flicking the cards like they're thinking about what to do.
I mean, it could just be that the judge is asking them something, or perhaps someone mulliganed and, like, maybe David mulliganed and then accidentally drew 7. Okay, and we've got a Copperline Gorge.
Okay, now we're underway. Dark Slick Shores, yeah, let's switch. So slow start from both players, yeah.
This definitely is to Caleb's benefit to have the slow start.
Of course.
He now has mana for Forbidden Alchemy, should he have that. And 3rd mana for a Birthing Pod. Caleb's deck has 0 counter spells, so his way to react is to blow it up after the fact.
He has 3 Oblivion Rings and a Ratchet Bomb that sort of does that. Other than that, then you go to Caleb's thing. How many ways does he have to break up the Dignitary Venser combo? I can think of one really awesome way. He has a Daybreak Ranger, and the awesome way is to Zealous Conscripts a Venser that can go ultimate.
We have a Huntmaster.
Yeah.
Would you say that, and it's killed after it makes its friends?
So Caleb went for it.
Dun, 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 dun. You know, if you think about it, it must have been really hard for the vampires on that world if there were so many machines running around. Like, they'd see somebody walking and they're like, oh, it's a meal. And then you're like, darn it.
Yeah. Rats.
5th land.
Yeah, it really still hasn't done much.
Yep. Oblivion Ring, perhaps?
That would be an excellent play.
Boom. There you go. Before that has a chance to do much of anything.
Of Caleb's mannerisms, where like he turns a card upside down in his hand before he reveals it to his opponent, just so he can slam it right where it needs to go.
In for 2 with a wolf token.
Man, a Daybreak Ranger. That has the unlikely potential to fight a Dignitary.
Curse of Death's Hold, the only one in the deck.
Played it upside down. I like it.
I am fully in support of cards being upside down.
Yeah, weird. Oh man, so he's
Pump it. Here we go.
5 damage.
Pump it, flip it.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of that toy, but that kind of makes me think of that. Pump it, flip it, smack it. 1.
Mop it?
Mop it? Bop it.
Bop it.
Bop it. That's my director.
Yeah. I am not... Don't often get to say this, but I'm not old enough for...
I think you are, actually.
Either that or I didn't have one.
It's not a loss that you didn't.
Yeah. We got a Nightfall Predator on the prowl. That actually, awkwardly enough, can no longer fight a Dignitary.
Well, it can fight one. It just doesn't do much job.
Yeah, right.
He's like,
not going to do much if you do.
Basically, it's sort of like a, I don't know, like a really feeble fight behind the schoolyard. Both people just kind of hitting each other and no real damage happening. Caleb, though, I mean, he, there we go. That helps. He needs to do something. I mean, the damage he was tearing was not pretty.
I feel like he was willing to, he wanted to milk more out of that Day of Judgment. That's why he, I think he had, I feel like he has another one as well. Not sure if I saw that correctly, though. Yeah, David. What, couple cards in hand seems.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's a rough one for Caleb. I'm sorry, for David.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see a worm coil.
Oh, it's entirely possible that David is missing blue mana for something.
He would like to metamorph here, or...
If you remember David from earlier, he is playing a rug Birthing Pod deck. He is not just... Despite what the lands may tell you, he is not just a red-green Birthing Pod deck. He has blue in his deck for Phantasmal Images, a Deceiver Exarch.
Ugh, pass. Land pass.
David's draw is...
Right here, this first attack is going to be the most backbreaking one. Nihil Spellbomb. Hit you.
Looks like...
He does not have any wolfies to hop in the way, so just going to have to take it.
I'm trying to get a look at David's hand. I saw a Bonfire, which needs for the low price of 13 mana. He can
create 3 3s.
Yeah. He can split up the worm coil. Although it's like a real thing if
Alchemy.
If David can blow up the engine the first time, he can Bonfire for 7 to actually...
In for 6 again.
As it turns out, he's just going to take 6 a bunch.
And Caleb with 7 mana, so he can, at the end of the turn, flash back that Alchemy.
Mm-hmm. I think I share Caleb's love of Forbidden Alchemy. A lot of people don't play it because they think it's too slow. And I found that you often have enough time to do what you need to do with an Alchemy. Provided the rest of your deck is built well. Like, you can't Alchemy into 5-drops. You Alchemy into, like, ones and, like removal spells and cheap 2-mana cards.
Okay, another Alchemy flashback. Fighting against 1/1 Wolf and Huntmaster.
I'm curious to see if David has enough mana to pump one of the Wolves for 5. I don't think... I mean... He has it, just not immediately.
Image.
You see, Caleb sees, like, things that I don't necessarily see. Like, I'm just like, why would I want to play Wormcoil when I can just play Sun Titan? And Caleb's just like, well, actually, Phantasmal Image has really good synergy with Wormcoil Engine too.
Yep.
Just make a bunch of Wormcoils and...
Dead Wolf. I would be willing to bet, and he shoots with the Wolf Run, the image, to kill it, making a 3/3 light and dark. One with Death Touch, one with Lifelink.
If you were a Wormcoil Engine token, would you have Lifelink or Death Touch?
Me personally, I would probably have Lifelink, but I would want to have Death Touch.
Okay. That's a reasonable answer.
Okay, so now David really just wants to draw probably a blue source.
Yeah.
Or a Metamorph.
Mm-hmm.
Even getting a Birthing Pod wouldn't be terrible, because he could turn his Huntmaster...
Is that a Green Sun Zenith in the top of his hand?
Yes. So he could go get a Acidic Slime.
Yep.
And have a 1/1 Death Touch in play to help things out a little bit.
Well, he blows up the...
blows up the Wormcoil Engine.
And then he has Bonfire to clean up the rest.
Yep. Just has to chump block... not chump block. Yeah, he does have to chump block somebody.
He'll be... but he'll be facing 8 points.
Oh, yeah.
If he makes that play.
And now remember, his opponent does not have any ways to stop it. So, Green Sun Zenith for 5 will work. The other thing to remember, too, is that this is not even what Caleb's deck does. Caleb's deck is just kind of being like, I'm an Esper control deck right now. So David hasn't even seen the other element of Caleb's deck.
Right. I feel like the Dignitary is spliced into the Esper control deck as opposed to the other way around. I still think I'm surprised he hasn't gotten the slime already. David. Yeah. Thinking about it. Oh yeah, there's a slime ball. Oh, the other thing that's a real possibility is the slime may just disenchant the Oblivion Ring.
That's not terrible.
That's a pretty powerful draw for... Okay, so he does get the Worm Coils. And Caleb cashing in his Spell Bomb. Really doesn't have much application in this matchup.
Just draw a card.
Right.
I mean, it can, in a rare circumstance, get rid of a Geist so that it doesn't come back. But that's pretty rare.
Right.
Doomblade for the kill.
Yep.
No blocker. Here comes 12. Okay, so to the sideboards. David not actually getting a chance to see what Caleb's deck does.
Well, he knows he's playing against an Esper controller. As I was saying earlier, like, I don't think his is, like, if you take out this Dignitary and the Venser, that's 5 cards. There's 3 Dignitaries, 2 Vensers.
And it looks like it doesn't actually matter because of his board. He doesn't have anything to do to interact with it.
I mean, what is there to interact with it in these colors? Like, not much.
Not much.
Yeah, like the card that you would be playing that does interact with it is actually the Zealous Construct.
And he already has it.
Yeah, he has it in his main. Like, I honestly don't see David. I could see Trinket Mage for just Nile Spellbomb. Thrun's almost assuredly. Other than that, like, this is another match where he's playing like David definitely has his sideboard tuned to build the quicker decks.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't have a problem with Viridian Corruptor as a cheaper Green Sun Zenith target to take out a... It's not exciting, but to take out a Wormcoil Engine. I'm not excited about it, but I mean, what are the cards that he has?
I would not bring in the...
I'm not saying that it's good, but I mean, look at the other stuff he has. He's got a bunch of stuff in here that I don't think is great.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Trinket Mage for both spell bombs. There's enough stuff going on. Also, David most likely thinks that, unless he knows Caleb's list specifically, Caleb made no indication that he wasn't a graveyard deck.
Yeah.
And even then, even if he still is not a graveyard deck, like, there's still like the Alchemy.
Yeah. I mean, the things that he showed, besides Alchemy, right? Phantasmal Image and Nile Spellbomb point to you being a Sun Titan based deck.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Trinket into Nile Spellbomb. You're right, that's probably going to be his go-to.
And he doesn't have, like, that's the other cool thing about David's deck, is he doesn't have too much to take out in any given match.
Do you like Ancient Grudge against Wormcoil Engine?
No.
Okay.
I feel like you're better off either copying it or beating them before they get there, or stealing it,
right?
Or working around it, not directly not trying to meet Wormcoil Engine straight up. Like, by the time they cast Wormcoil Engine, either far enough ahead that you can, work around it, or...
Well, from a threat...
Or Ancient Grudge is not going... It's not the type of threat answer game you want to be playing.
Yeah, from a threat theory, answer theory point of view, Ancient Grudge is the loser, because if the threat's there and you don't have it, well, then you're screwed, and if the threat isn't there and you have it, you just gave away opportunity to have something good. It's not like it's some sort of other kind of thing, like Zealous Conscripts, which is good regardless.
Yes.
Now, we didn't actually talk about what Caleb's going to do, but I would not be surprised to see Elish Norn join the party. Curse, I would be...
I'm not a big Curse fan.
I kind of think that it's okay.
It doesn't outright kill things other than Birds and Elves.
Birds and Elves... and that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
So Timely, I think, is a good time buyer. He has a second Sun Titan in the board, but I don't know if that's where he wants to be going with this matchup. I don't think it...
Yeah, given that he's not really invested in it into a main deck, I don't think this is the type of match where he wants to be the Sun Titan. I think he wants to stick with like lots of removal.
Does he bring in the Flash Freeze? I mean, it's
I like the Flash Freeze.
Okay. Batter Skull?
Especially, okay, so you're on Caleb's side now. You didn't see a blue card.
It's true. It's true.
You may know it's there. Like, Caleb's a very well-informed player.
What is that?
Negate.
Negate. I couldn't read that at all.
Caleb does not have very good handwriting.
Yeah, I was reading it and I'm like, it's Nidal? Nidal.
Yeah.
Natal? Nakadal? Najadal? Negates. Okay, it's negates.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not useful.
No.
Ratchet Bomb, I think, is too slow for this kind of matchup.
By definition, it's not going to get this. You can't set it on any one number.
Yep. And it's going to come to kill ones way too late.
Yeah. By definition, Birthing Pod decks diversify their casting cost.
Yeah. Revoke Existence.
Is there? Oh, there's a Revoke.
One of.
Depends on how you feel. It gets one card. I like one copy of it.
Right. Okay. To our second game.
Looks like
Rootbound Crag.
I see a Llanowar Elf in his hand. So hopefully there's more lands and just not forests.
And a bird.
And you drew a bird as well.
The powerful turn 2 bird play, or elf play, and another Rootbound Crag.
So yeah, not going to be a repeat of the first match where he was just stuck on one land for a long time and just had to spend all of his plays. Ooh, Caleb Durward wants a Llanowar Elf.
Llanowar Elf.
I feel like Caleb's the type of player, like, I'm really impressed by his play when I've been able to watch him, and the amount of things he does, like, he didn't even think about doing that. He's like, yeah, of course I want a Llanowar Elf. And the type, like, I feel like he's a much better Phantasmal Image player than I am.
Well, I mean, what he's going there for, right, is small value rather than big value, but sometimes you need small value.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's...
Hey, surprise island.
Hey, look at me, I'm not what you thought I was.
I hope David has the Deceiver Exarch.
That would be hot.
As Flame Tongue Copper. But he does not.
Huntmaster. 22-20. White source for Caleb. He's got access to 4 mana. He uses 3 of it. Main phase, Forbidden Alchemy.
This would imply that he is not. Oh, he needs a cast a spell this turn.
Yeah. Leaves the elf proxy back.
I was going to say that he wanted a main phase to play like against potential negates and stuff like that.
I was actually thinking that maybe he wanted to keep a black mana open to be able to cast a deadweight after it.
That's a good point. And the thing is, if he saved a point of damage this way.
Yeah. In come the troops. 4 damage. Another land. Pass. Flip. Burn.
Maybe. Oh man.
Boom.
That's powerful. Unless a day judge, it's not that big of a deal.
Land day.
Yeah, and it seemed like Caleb got nothing out of that Phantasmal Image.
Did he get anything at any point? No.
He saved a point of damage by
stopping an attack once.
Stopping the Llanowar Elf from attacking.
A Strangleroot Geist comes in.
But yeah, just that, like, the confidence that Caleb has, like, yeah, this is what you want to copy. This is the type of stuff I love copying.
Image.
He was just burning it because he had 3 to burn. Maybe.
Okay, let's see if the timing of these images is at the right moment. There's a lot of them.
I'm a big fan of Image, like, in this situation, just like... Although I might have attacked with both of them, waited till there's, like, a better card to recopy. When these trade...
Does he have a burn spell to make it really good? Nope, he does not.
The Phantasmal Image can come back as anything. So I like waiting on the Phantasmal Image, or waiting on the block,
yeah,
to copy something stronger. Even so much as like half of a Wormcoil engine, or a 3/3 from Wormcoil engine. If you had a Wormcoil engine here, just slam it, and then you can start.
Caleb comes in with the small one. Oh boy! Flame Tongue Kavu.
Double Flame Tongue Kavu.
Boom!
You kill both creatures.
Block. Back it comes as a Deceiver Exarch. Maybe. I don't know what he brought it back as. Apparently not a Deceiver Exarch. I would have liked that as an Exarch.
I wonder what the image is.
It is a Deceiver. Okay.
Exarch. Just didn't tap anything or untap anything.
It probably won't matter. Most things don't.
Yeah. Wonder what Caleb has some number of, is it 3 or 4? I'd imagine that, yeah, okay, so it just says go. David, so it seems like Caleb's draw is like either clunky or not. This is not where you want to be.
Here they come.
Probably.
Block the Geist. Take one.
Yeah.
It's a very suspicious attack if that's what's going on.
It's a no-risk attack. Oh, yeah, he lost the...
Pod. Goodbye, Exarch. Getting a 4.
That's, yeah. More than suspicious, it's just bad.
1 damage.
1 damage, trade your creature. Like, I'm not sure what David was looking for in that.
He was looking for a mistake? That's a rough mistake to be looking for. Lose a card?
Wrong person to be looking for a mistake against, too.
I mean, this is not 2 years ago. Caleb has been doing very well lately.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Huh.
And we see Elishnorn. Boom. Wouldn't it have been nice to have a Deceiver Exarch out still that you could go get a Phyrexian Metamorph with? Let's see. Wormcoil.
Like, oh, you're not the only one that's allowed to play Wormcoils.
Wimpy Wormcoil.
Yeah. Wimpy Wormcoils are still Wormcoils. Never seen a Wimpy Wormcoil in my life.
Nice Wormcoil.
Can I have one? That's all of the Phantasmal images.
Times 4. And, it has no throats.
No throats. So sorry.
Oh boy.
Did you ever play like Prison Rules where like if you try and go for the third something, you have to go for the third something? So my brother and I would do that. If you like try to tear a black creature, you might have to tear one of your own creatures.
You cast it.
Yeah, you cast it,
bro.
Oh,
look at this. Stonehorn Dignitary showing its face. Does that actually make any sense?
It's a 3/6.
Right, but I mean, does it do anything? I don't know that did anything, other than give up some information.
Well, if he wins the match here, any information, you can dispense all the information
you
want.
I mean, if he wins the game here. But I mean, if it doesn't do anything, then it's just not, there's no return. And with a fake Wormcoil, they trade.
Now we get the very real tokens. Those tokens are awesome.
Those are awesome.
Big fan.
Joey and Big Head Joe. End of the turn, flashback.
Yeah, this game's getting out of control for David. I guess games where Elish Norton stays and play multiple turns are generally of the out of control variety.
And I don't know, but well, we'll find out in a second. Thought I saw a Venser, but I could have seen it wrong.
Yeah. Venser would actually be really, really sick here for the unblockability.
In they come. His are big, yours are small. 5-5 versus 1-1. And heck, here they all come, except for Elish.
He still has a Death Touch token that would trade off Caleb's best card. Yeah, this does not look good for David. I hate these types of games where you just like, yeah, he's not looking like a happy camper either. I think David misses his buddy Jace. He's much more powerful when he's Jace, the Mind Sculptor.
And
all right, that's 13 coming across. If there's no block with the life token.
As they count.
Yeah.
Math
are hard. I'm sure it's 13, right?
They're going back to check. He's blocking a Deceiver Exarch there. So that's going to be 5, 10, 13 damage.
Unless that's not what actually happened, like they put it back in play.
I think he thought that image was a worm coil.
Oh, okay. And just get to take backs?
I guess so. Okay, so instead we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, David ult-U'd.
I didn't realize that was an option. That's cool.
Yeah. And Caleb's a stand-up guy.
He's like
Caleb didn't give any additional information post block.
Right.
So like I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine this game, especially given that Caleb has no counter magic. Had David not done that one attack.
Well, I think he still sacrifices his Exarch to get the Huntmaster.
I think is that what you want to do, or do you sacrifice your Strangleroot Geist
to get a Borderland Ranger?
A Daybreak Ranger or a Borderland Ranger.
Yeah.
And that's it. David scoops him up.
Mm-hmm.